I'm here with Michael, who's one of the co-founders of My Food, who have invented a smart greenhouse. So, hi Michael, thanks for talking with us. It'd be great to learn more about the carbon balancing effects of this greenhouse.
Yeah, we conceived this greenhouse in order to balance the carbonate emission. So our main purpose is to provide enough food to feed a family of 4 people. And when we took all the information regarding the time you spend on the road to go to the supermarket and so on, we make this balance, and at the end, with our system, we are able to balance, to compensate the CO2 footprints within between 4 and 5 years.
Amazing, that's incredible.
Yeah.
Would you give me a tour?
Yeah.
Perfect, thank you. So let's start by looking at the My Food app smart box. Can you tell me about what this handy machine does?
Well, the main challenge when you grow food vertically is to manage the acidity of the water plus the temperature. When you are a beginner, it's quite complicated to know what's going on with the water. That's why we collect the information there, and our algorithms are able to produce smart notification to help the user to know what's going on the greenhouse and be able to produce the food the correct way.
Perfect, thank you. So this uses a vertical hydroponic system.
Yeah.
So can you talk us through what that is, please?
So vertical aquaponic system use fishes as fertilizer. So the idea is to not use pesticides or any chemicals fertilizer. So the fish will produce the ammonia for the plants. The roots will directly be fed by this nitrogen, and in the end grow faster. So this system is virtuous, use 90% less water than traditional gardening, and is really sustainable and grow in the volume, so really high yield for food production.
Amazing, and you're also telling me about how when the filter gets filled up, you can actually come over here and use the fertilizer from the filter for your plants in the boxes here as well.
Yeah, there's also a interaction between this vertical system and these permaculture beds. So once you have to make some maintenance of the filter, you take the nutrients, you take the ammonia and just directly put the water on this. So you got a really good synergy between those two systems, and both are really efficient.
And also, can you tell me a bit about the LED lighting system?
Yeah, so when it's winter, you like some sun, so it's good just to compensate the sun with some lighting system to keep on producing for your family even during winter.
Great, thank you. So this is the Pallet Stove. Can you tell us what this does?
So for winter, especially when the temperature drops down, it's good to keep a minimum of temperature, and the Pallet Stove is the most sustainable way to succeed.
And how does it work?
Well, we have got tiny piece of food called pellets, which just put on this, and it just regulates the temperature through combustion.
Amazing, thank you. So tell me what your aims are of exhibiting here at CES.
Well, our intention is to really change how humanity is feeding herself. So the idea to coming to the CES for us is the really first time in the US, and we want to meet all the people around the world that are just sharing our vision, but a world more sustainable. That's why we're here to create some synergy with some technical partners and other business partners.
Well, good luck with the rest of the show, and thank you so much for the tour.